Hi guys, and welcome back to my bedroom. Ooh, no. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, It's Me Glynny. So today's video, you probably guessed from the title of the video, is my very first tarot card reading. So, so pretty much, my journey on my life is going very spiritual at the moment. So if you're into like crystals, meditation, tarots, sound baths, Reiki, then please make sure to subscribe and you can follow my journey and we can go on this spiritual journey together. We can. We really, really can. So, anyway, this is my very first tarot card reading, and what I want to do for you is I want to share a bit of the audio that I recorded. She said I could record audio. So I want to share a bit of that with you so you can kind of get a sense of actually, I don't know, I guess like the structure of the session. I mean, I guess every tarot reader is different, but I want to share mine with you as my first ever experience. So let me just get her details. Oh, look, it's a tattooed arm. Hello. So I'm going to cover a bit of her number up so she doesn't get random phone calls. Her name is Polly. So if you want the details of our Polly, she is based in Leicestershire, specifically Narborough, if you know Narborough. But yeah, I can share those details with you. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, so it was quite a surreal experience. There's lots that I want to share with you about the experience, about actually how it made me feel and by some of the things that she said. So yeah, let me play you a clip. Have a little listen. I want you to do like a minute or something just so you can hear a bit. I'll just pick a random bit from the session and then we will talk and I will share my first tarot reading session with you, my experiences. So if you're ever thinking of going tarot reading yourself, then I guess you kind of know what to expect. So yeah, let's listen to some audio. Really, let's do it. There we go.
Right,
okay.
So these are the four kings of the four suits of the tarot deck. So I want you to look at the faces.
Yep.
I want you to go up and down, have a good look at each card. And the one that stands out to you, I want you to push forward like that, because they've all got personalities, these have, so to tell me a little bit about your personality as well.
Okay. I quite like that one.
Okay, that's a good one to choose.
Oh, good. That's always a bonus.
Right, this card here is the King of Cups. Now,
Okay.
in the tarot deck, cups always means love. So it can be new love coming in, or it can be that you're very much in love at the moment. But also this man's a very nice person, and very much in touch with the feelings, these are, very much. And they do have psychic abilities.
So guys, that was the first minute of the tarot reading. So so I guess you heard in that, she presented me with 4 cards and I had to kind of see which one really stood out to me and then push that one forward. And then that kind of, I guess, led the basis of the session. And as you heard, I picked love. Now, there is one thing that, she initially came out with. So she made a Celtic cross. So that was the way that she did her session. So she made a Celtic cross and then was putting the cards at different points of this Celtic cross, and they kind of represented different things, and some were more important than not. But I think I want to start off with the first thing. So I have been with Mikey for about 2.5 years now, and we're engaged, and we're madly in love, and, you know, we're very, very happy, we're very content, we're madly in love. But one of the first things that she said to me was you're with somebody, or you've got something that you thought was forever, but it's not. And initially, my stomach just sank, because I guess initially when you're talking about love, I was thinking about Mikey. And then when she's saying, because like Mikey is my forever, and then when she's saying that you've got your forever, but it's not, I was a bit like taken aback by that. I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure that I want to hear that. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not sure that I want to hear that. So that was one of the first things, and that made me feel a little bit sad initially, just to start off with, because I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, and then it kind of went around, as I say, this Celtic cross and this different thing, and all the time in the back of my mind was what she'd said about the very first thing. But then, it kind of moved on, so I guess I'll move on. But actually, no, I think I'll stay on that. So I think, so initially, I think, it made me quite sad, and when I first came out, I'm very loud and animated and hyper, and when I first came out, I was very sad, and then Mikey was like, oh god, how was it? And I was like, oh my god, she says we're not forever. But do you know what? On reflection, there's a lot of things that could have related to. It could have related to, I don't know, my work. It could have related to a lot of things. She didn't specifically say, but she just said, well, I guess she kind of did actually say. But, I mean, there's a lot of things that could relate to, and it's how you interpret it, to be honest. But, yeah, and I think, do you know what, actually, to be honest with you, I know I keep flipping back to this, but it actually made me and Mikey stronger as people. Because, you know, everyone in a relationship has arguments and whatever. I mean, me and Mikey very rarely argue, to be fair. And if they do, they're nothing really major. But it actually made us stronger because I think it made us both think, wow, what if this isn't forever? And it made us, I don't know, I guess it made us connect in a different way. Like I said in my first video, when we went meditation, we connected. And I think this bit about, obviously, the whole, like, not being forever and whatever, that made us connect because it made us think about each other and it made us appreciate each other. And it made us think about, actually, like, you know, we want to be together forever. Let's have a look at our relationship and see what we can improve. Not that there's really anything major to improve, but it's just about that appreciation. It's about, you know, you come home and you spend time on your phone. I mean, everyone really uses a phone these days, but sometimes you can spend too much time on your phone and you're ignoring your partner or whatever. So, I think, yeah. So, I think it actually did us really good to hear that and actually made us stronger. So, I guess that's that bit done. And I'm, like, really fidgety and animated today. And I'm not quite sure why. But it's good for you guys. You get to see some jazz hands. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. But, yeah, anyway. So, I guess back to it. So, yeah. So, she first went through that. And, as I say, I felt a little bit sad about that. But, to be honest, another thing. She did say that these are the cards for you now. And they're kind of a year or two in the future. But they're not set in stone. It's for you to decide, I guess. It's for you to accept what the cards are telling you. And if you accept that path in life. But she did say these are the cards now. So you could go in 6 months' time and the cards could be totally different. So I guess there's that. So then she went on to, we went on to sort of like, as she was going around this Celtic cross, one card that came out was money. And she was saying that I was set to get some money and I was destined for a wealthy life. Now, she did say to me that my money was going to come to me in a lump sum. I wasn't going to earn it. Now, there are some things where me and Mikey, because Mikey did choose the same card as me, there were some things that were very, very similar. And to be honest, it did kind of put my mind at ease. And, you know, like think, you know, because Mikey was getting very similar, but a little bit different. But, so Mikey had money in his, and she said he was going to earn money and was going to become wealthier, but he was going to earn his. Mine was going to be a lump sum. So I was like, all right then, I'll take that. So I've started doing the Euro Millions since that session because, you know, that could be my lump sum. 167 million this week. I won't say no. Thank you very much. But yeah, so she went on to money and she said I was destined for a wealthy lifestyle. And that I wasn't going to earn my money. It was going to come as a lump sum. And then I guess we went on to career a bit. And quite often she would go back to certain subjects because when she'd pull out another card, that would maybe link into a previous card. But then she told me that I was climbing the ladder at work and that I was destined to great things at work. Now, actually, at that time, I had applied for a job within a department within where I currently work. And yeah, so I was all excited about that. And I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get that job. But I didn't even get an interview, so I'm not sure how true that is. But, like I say, these cards are a year to 2 years in advance, roughly, she kind of said. They're not particularly time specific, but they are sort of a year, 2 years, kind of as a rough, I guess. But I have actually applied for another job, so I guess in my career at the moment, I'm trying to take a different direction. So I have actually applied for another job, so it could be that job, or it could be a job a year down the line. But it does resonate with me because I am looking to climb the ladder where I work. I've worked in my place for 14 years and I'm looking to try and get to a higher level. So I guess, actually, with her telling me I'm going to climb the ladder, it might not be right now, but that is something that I am trying to do. So I do sort of believe in that. So, yeah, so I guess that was one of the things. So I'm back! So, yeah, so my iPad just fell off its stand. Oh my god, Mikey, please don't hear me, because it's Mikey's iPad. There's no cracks, so we're all good. But yeah, so, my iPad fell off, so I've had to chop that last bit, and then re-edit myself in. Look at my editing skills, who would have known? But yeah, so, I guess, yeah, so she told me that. She told me as well that I was destined for a wealthy life and that I was going to meet somebody that had money and had an older sister that was really, really going to like me. So I guess it depends how you interpret that. It could be that I meet a friend. She also told me, she did tell me, I mean, there was one negative that she did tell me that there was potentially a death of a child around me, which, I mean, isn't that nice to hear? But it depends what you believe. I mean, there were certain things that resonated with me. There were things that didn't resonate with me. And, I mean, if I'm totally honest with you, so I was kind of like looking around the shop. It's such a cool shop. If you ever come to Leicester, go to the Very Bazaar. It's very like cool and very like incensey, hippie, spiritual. It's a really, really cool shop. I mean, the woman that was in there, Polly, she doesn't work there or anything. She'd just come in for this like day of doing tarot readings. But I mean, for me, I think initially when I came out, I was a bit like, oh, I believe what she told me. Oh my God, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But I guess I kind of was looking around the shop and I could hear bits of Mikey's. I was probably trying to earwig as well, you know, being nosy as I am. But he recorded his anyway, so I have the recording of his anyway, so I would have heard it. But yeah, when I heard bits of his, I heard it say that there was somebody shady in his life, and I say that he was going to come into money. It was just very, very similar. Now, I mean, I don't know. I think initially when I first came out, I was very like, oh my God, this is going to happen. Oh my God, me and Mikey are going to split up. Oh my God. But then, do you know what? After I kind of had Mikey's and it was very similar, I kind of thought, do you know what, actually? Like, it just kind of was almost the same reading, but just slightly different. He got the whole shady, he got the old, that we were going to, I mean, she kept telling me that we were going to live really wealthy lives. Oh, and this was another thing, right? Actually, so just reminded me, she told me that there was legal papers in my life at the moment, and there was a home that is going to be my forever, well, not forever home, it's going to be, I'm going to be in love, there's a home that I'm going to be in love with, and I guess, I am trying to sell my flat, and, yeah, so there could be legal papers, and there's obviously going to be a new home, so there could be my new forever home. So do you know what? I guess to sum this up, I believed certain things of it, certain things resonated with my life. I don't know if that is just potluck or if that is genuine. You know, the cards, because Mikey's was very, very similar, but I guess it's how you interpret it. Now, it hasn't put me off. I'm still desperate to go see another tarot reader. In my honest opinion, I think yourself and the tarot reader have to have some form of a spiritual connection. I was going to say correction. A spiritual connection for it to work. And I feel like I need to find that tarot reader that I have that spiritual connection with, because I'm not sure that I really believe too much. She said, like, there were things that resonate, and this is the thing. So I guess it's a 50-50. There's some things that I thought, yeah, okay, they resonate. But I think after the session, I guess, if I'm honest, Mikey has had some, like, fears that we're going to split up, but we've had really great conversations, and that's not going to happen. But I think for him, it's probably had more of an effect on me, because when we've had these conversations, I mean, my tarot reading was like a week ago now. Well, not quite a week ago, a couple of days ago. I'd totally forgotten about it. You know, like, it wasn't even thought about. And I think if it had been really, really good and I'd have really taken something away from it, it would have still been on my mind and stuff, but it's not, because I don't really believe in it. And also, there is this thing that, even though she had new love, oh my God, I got hiccups. It could be a new love between me and Mikey. That we could create a new love that we didn't realise we had, or whatever, you know, like, between us or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm very 50-50. I wouldn't necessarily be in a rush to go back to Polly, if I'm honest. But I don't know. I'm very 50-50. I think I need to go see someone else and feel a real connection with them. Like, I like Polly as a person. She was really nice. And I felt comfortable with that. But I feel like I need to go to, like, a psychic or a tarot reader that I really, really connect with, and that I just feel, oh my God, you get me, you know me, and, like, I've not said anything, and you get me, and you know me. So I'm going to sum that up with you. It was a good experience. I did really enjoy it. Maybe not so sure I would give it to Polly, but it hasn't put me off going to more psychics, more tarot readers. I mean, actually, I have just got a psychic's number off one of my friends that really, really recommends her. So I'm going to try that out. So watch out for that video. But yeah, hopefully, I will get some more spiritual awakenings through tarot cards and things like that, and I'll be able to share those with you. But let me know your thoughts. So if you've been to a tarot reader, if you've, seen a psychic, let me know what your thoughts and your feelings were. But for me, I'm very 50-50 on this one. Like this person, but definitely more tarot readings come in. Turn more psychics. It's the new way for me. But yeah, make sure you subscribe and follow my spiritual journey. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Next video. Yeah.